Looks like you're recording.
Good
you're
morning.
live.
Good morning, everybody. It's Nancy Lynn from Awesome Canine, and this is going to be a really fun thing for me because this is the first time we're doing this. So I'm hoping it works well and you can see what we're doing. Instead of the pack walk this morning, because of all the issues with the coronavirus, we want to keep everybody safe. At the same time, we still need to take our dogs out and do things. So I've got a few dogs here today to help us with a little bit of things you can do at home. So we're going to do some games, and today's game I'm going to talk about has to do with my 1, 2, 3 rule and how to teach your dog how to catch food. And this is all a mind exercise for them, it's a focus exercise for them, and we're going to let them play a little bit. So this should mentally burn them out a little bit so that they're a little bit more relaxed, and especially if you guys are bored, get them out for walks and runs and plays for sure now that you have the time, and now that you have the time to do some stuff at home with your dog, then I'm going to give you some games to play instead of doing the pack walk. And we may continue this series as well right now so that people can have something to practice at home, as well as doing some of the exercises and the lessons online at home. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to start with what the 1, 2, 3, first of all, rule is. And this is about how to get your dog to focus and do it in a period of time that's one thing at a time, so that you're not overwhelming the dog and you're getting the dog's focus, which is the most important part. Without focus, you're not going to get the response from the dog. And the more you play these games, the more the dog's going to be interested in you. Okay, so I'm going to start this out by, and not all dogs will catch food, but it took me about 3-4 days to get my guys to learn how to do it. So the way I start the practice is like this. Cooper, come here. Missy, place. Down. Cooper, over here, come. Sit. Good. So I'm going to make it easy to catch first. All right. So I'm gonna just literally throw it towards him. Now he knows how to catch. Ready, Coop? Stay. Good catch. So I'm going to keep doing this until he figures out how to catch. Oh, good boy. Ready? Sit. Okay, Ollie, sit. Ready? Okay. These guys have all practiced the catch. Ready? Good catch. Okay, so I'm going to do this. It might take 2 or 3 days of just practicing, but this is how you can use their food to get them going and keep them busy. So instead of putting the bowl down and feeding them, I want you to make a game out of everything. So they have to work for it. Ready? Catch. Good boy. Okay. Missy, ready? Catch. Good. Ollie, catch. So then I'm going to start making them do things. So this is where the 1, 2, 3 comes in. They have to look at me first. That's 1. 2 is I got their attention and I'm going to pause. Then I'm going to throw it. Yes. And my 3 is actually giving them a confirmation. Okay? So, ready, Ollie? Look is 1. 2 is I throw the food, and 3 is good job. All right. Okay, so this is how it starts, because then we make games out of all of this, because eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to start throwing the food out and go, look. Cooper, look. Ollie, look. See? Good. Okay, so I'm going to get them all to work at it. They have to focus on me and pay attention. So this is the first game that I want to play. And you can do this for a few days to get them working so that they get used to it. And until they start learning how to catch. Some dogs will take a little longer. Some dogs will learn very quickly. Some dogs already know how to do it. So be patient with them. If they don't catch, just make it easy for them and go, ready? And make it easy. Then eventually I'm going to start doing this where I just drop the food. Whoops, see, you missed it. Ollie, oh, Missy. Oh my goodness, these guys are all out of practice today. Ready? Good. Good. Good job. Okay, can you sit? Good. So I'm going to make them sit, stay, wait, then I'm going to throw the food. Okay, so this is how we get their focus, and this is how we do one thing at a time. I will check notes if you guys want to put comments down there, and I'll come check it out at some point. But I just want to show you a little bit to see what's happening and to get these guys working. So I can make them do all kinds of things with this. Missy, place. Place. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Whoops. See, we're out of practice. And if you do this more and more, they will get better and better at it. Ollie, over here. Sit. Place. Good job. Ready, Cooper? Sit. Stay. Good job. Missy, place. Up here. Missy. Ollie, here. Missy, up. Good girl. Sit. Okay, so I can create distance too. I can tell her wait, Stay. Ollie, sit. Good. Cooper, stay. So I'm going to make them wait, focus on me. You got to wait because this is something that I want to make them focus on so that they have to pay attention. It's not an instant reward. Wait. Wait. And notice how all these guys are doing it individually for each other. They're not trying. Oops, Missy, sit. Try again. Good girl. Ready? Okay, off. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to do is just make a fun game out of it. And you can also feed their whole meal like this. You can actually start throwing the kibble out. Go ahead, Cooper, go. Missy, go. And as soon as they look, yes, go. Ollie, look, go. Missy, look, go. Good, okay? And I want to make sure that they're sharing as well. This also is a social exercise for them, but I'm not going to make them fight over food. Ready? Missy, go. Cooper, yes. Whoops, Ollie, go. Good, okay? And then sit. Stay. Ollie, over here. Over here. Sit. Stay. Wait. Down. So you can practice your obedience work with this. Ollie, down. Nope. All the way. Good boy. Stay. All the way. You're cheating. Good boy. Stay. And I'm going to reward. They're going to focus on me. Yes. I'm going to reward. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. Okay, so you can do all your obedience exercises this way and make the dog work, and they're going to have fun with you. Make it a fun thing so that the rewards are good. So guys, stay. I'm going to walk around. Ollie. Well, Ollie missed it. Stay. Sit. Cooper, sit. Good job. Okay, so start out easy. If you're throwing it, let them just get used to catching the food. Don't get frustrated with them, but just practice little bits at a time. Cooper, over here, because that's Ollie's. There you go, Ollie, good. Okay. If anyone has any questions, put them in down below at the side. If there's anything else, you can make, this is just a quick little exercise for you to do, and I'm going to try to give you more of these every day, just quick tips and tricks to play with the dog, so that we're going to do some games, work on the 1, 2, 3, work on the focus. When you do this outside, in your backyard even, it's a great place because there's distractions and there's other things going on, and you want to do it where there are distractions so that you become the best focus, okay? So if you do this daily and you do it out in your backyard, or you do it with the leash on a walk and get them to focus where there's other things going on outside, then what happens is they're going to start to focus more on you than all the distractions. And if you do it daily, make it fun, because then when you let them off leash, you're out at the park and you tell them, look, good. Whoops, Ollie, look. Yes. Missy, look. Yes. Okay, so I will answer any questions you guys have. If you want to leave comments in the bottom box there, I will answer them. In fact, I will do that now. And we can chat for a few minutes, and hopefully everyone has a great day. So I'm going to turn this around. So I'm going to turn the video around. Where's my camera? Whoops. Sorry, guys. This is a first. Can I do that? I guess I can't. There's the food. There's the stuff. Here we go. Okay. This is it. Okay. Why are you throwing food at us? Okay, Warren, why are you throwing food at us? That's how it starts. But what happens is they will get it. Like, just sort of make it gradual. Like, take your hand here and just kind of toss it into their mouth, even from an inch or two away, so they get used to it, and then get further and further away. That's how it starts, if that makes any difference. And it's not going to be immediate. It's not going to be like, you're not going to get it in the first 5 minutes. You're going to have to practice this with them. It took my guys 3 or 4 days before they could start catching stuff. And I just kept going, no, they will get more efficient when it comes to the food, and they will get better at it. Most dogs can pick this up. There's the odd 1 or 2 that you might get a little frustrated with, but just go slow. And if you're feeding raw, I use dehydrated raw kibble when I do this exercise, because obviously you're not going to throw around raw food. Anybody have any other questions they'd like to ask me about this? What are you guys doing with your dogs right now? Do you have the extra time? Is everybody at home and they're finding that they're getting a little bored and frustrated? If that's the case, this is the perfect time to work your dogs. Have fun with them, work them 2 or 3 times a day. Do it in small doses. Don't work for 3 hours at a time. You can do 10-minute sessions as many times as you want, but get them out, and just leash walks isn't going to do it. If they're getting out for run time, be safe. Go places where you can get some space to run them, which is fine. If you have friends with dogs, then you can get them out into a field together. You guys don't have to be nose to nose. Keep your distance. But let's make use of this time. This is a brilliant time for us to spend really paying attention to our dogs and having fun with them. Barb has a question for me. How do you make food an expectation every time they do what you want? That's a really good question. What I do is I start with the food to get them used to the catch, and it's the same thing I do in the training process. I'm not a fan of making the dogs nothing but food motivated. There's many ways you can motivate a dog. I motivate them with toys as a reward, with touch as reward, with just my tone of voice, saying, yes, good job, and things like that get them, excited and to focus on you. So it's not all about food. Food is not the reward. Food is actually the result of doing what you're asking them for. So make sure you're not holding the food up and going, here's a piece of food, can you sit? Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to tell the dog, sit, wait, then take the food out, that was my phone, then take the food out and reward them. So your 1 is you ask them to do something. Your 2, here we go, that's better. Your 1 is you ask them to do something. 2, they do it. 3, you take the food out. 4, you reward it. That's basically the 1, 2, 3. So you want to do things one thing at a time. Don't go, sit, here's the food. Okay, does that make sense, Barb? So take your time. Again, if we do one thing at a time, let's see. Manon, Athena gets easily distracted, so would you recommend I keep her leash on while doing these exercises while being outdoors? Yes, absolutely. I start everything. I'm trying to see the rest of your comment, and it won't let me see the rest of your comment. I think that was it. Yeah, when you're outdoors, especially if you're not in a fenced area, then I would use the leash, and you can use a long line if you want to. If the dog gets distracted by something else, you're going to do a correction when they get to the end of the leash. Let them correct themselves at the leash. What I do is I make a noise when they hit the end. So when the leash gets tight in my hand, I don't pull. I just go, nope, or whatever sounds you want to make, so that they focus on you, and when they look at you, that leash should be loose. Then you can say, look, watch, and then I'll tell them to sit, and then I'll reward them again. So again, your 1, 2, 3 always applies. Anyone else have any questions about that? I know this is sort of the quick version, but I'd like you guys to practice it at home, and this is going to help you with everything that you do if you follow through in a specific order like that. Timing doesn't matter. That if I go look and the dog doesn't look, and I wait, and when they look, good. Okay, so I'm not going to keep going, look, watch, look. And Manon, for when you're on the leash, the thing you don't want to do is try to get the dog's attention by pulling on that leash to go, look at me, and pull. Okay, that leash has to be loose when you ask them to look. And when you start playing this game, they will start to get the pattern of, if I look at you, I get rewarded. It does start with the food, Barb, for sure. But then I start reducing the food and making it more fun, and the rewards become different things. So I'll bring out things like their favorite toy, or maybe I'll just have a play session with them and run with them a little bit. Either way, there's lots of ways to do it, but this is an exercise that you start out making it very simple, and then you can start mixing it up and doing other things. So we've probably got about another 5 minutes or so that I don't want to keep everybody all day, because I want you to go out and practice this. But if anyone else has any questions, feel free to either put it up on the Facebook page or email me. at nl@awesomecanine.com. We will be doing more stuff live like this. Hopefully it will be helpful. And we will also be sending out some notes in regards to how we're going to manage with lessons and pack walks in the near future, and how we're going to do all that. So in the meantime, this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to stay safe, work your dog, create a bond, have fun with them, and this will help all of your training stuff if you just keep working with this. Just keep it up and have fun with it. That's the best thing. Anything else? Anyone else has any other questions for me before we sign off? This will also be available on my page so people can watch it afterwards. But this is just the beginning of the exercises. Then we're gonna make them a little tougher. We're gonna have more fun with them. But using the food to start with is a great way to feed your dog. So don't put the bowl down in the morning. You've got time now to be able to take the food out and go, hey, we're gonna work for this and we're gonna have some fun. Then take them out for their walk. And you'll find that they're gonna be more stimulated in the course of the day as well, okay? So on that note, everybody, I think I'm gonna sign off. And again, you can email me and you can leave comments if you want. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it was helpful and it gave you something to do with them, and just keep working away, and we're gonna get through all this. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon.